not sharing the same past, there can be no real community. If you want to build community, he said, you have to start by creating common memory. I think that quote is genius, and it gets to the heart of our nation's problem with race, because as a country, the United States of America does not have a common memory. We have a white majority that remembers a mythological history of discovery, expansion, opportunity, and exceptionalism. And we have communities of color and women and other marginalized communities that have the lived experience of stolen lands, broken treaties, slavery, Jim Crow laws, boarding schools, massacres, internment camps, mass incarceration, families separated at our borders, and there's no common memory. You know, people are acting like this crisis at the border right now is the first time we've seen this. But the United States of America has been very effective at separating children from their families throughout its entire existence. Whether it's through the slave trade or through the boarding schools or through the massacres, what President Trump is doing is not unique, it's not new. This is what our nation does. This is our history, and the fact that we don't have this common memory. And so many candidates and many Americans would like to believe that the United States of America struggles with issues like racism and sexism and white supremacy in spite of our foundations. In other words, there's this belief that we have these great foundations and we're just not living up to them. But the truth of the matter is, if you read our Declaration of Independence, which 30 lines after the statement all men are created equal calls natives merciless Indian savages, when we have a constitution that begins with we the people, and Article 1, Section 2 never mentions women, specifically excludes natives and counts Africans as 3/5 of a person, when we have a 13th Amendment that most people think abolishes slavery, but actually just redefines and codifies it under the jurisdiction of the criminal justice system, when we have these systemic foundational issues of racism, sexism, and white supremacy, we have to acknowledge the United States of America is racist, sexist, and white supremacist, not in spite of our foundations, but because of them. And these are the dialogues we need to have. These are the conversations we need to have. As I said at the forum, we don't need a new particular law protecting this vulnerable community or that vulnerable demographic. We need a new basis for our laws, which is where at the center of my platform, one of the key questions I'm asking is, let's build a nation where for the very first time, we the people truly means all the people. And to get there, I'm proposing that the United States of America needs a national dialogue on race, gender, and class. A conversation I would put on par with the Truth and Reconciliation Commissions that happened in South Africa, in Rwanda, and in Canada. I would call ours Truth and Conciliation, though, because reconciliation implies there was a previous harmony, which is not accurate. And I think we need one sooner rather than later, which is why this is one of the center planks of my platform, is we need to have this dialogue, we need to create this common memory, we need to acknowledge our past and ask the question, do we want to move forward? Do we really want to be a nation where we the people means all the people? And if we do, we have some foundational level changes that we need to make.
Mark Charles, Mark Trahant, and Christine Obis. We're going to be back with our discussion in a minute.